All right, welcome back. It's 8:20. This is somebody's lucky day. We're talking about liquor and Hummers. See, stop. It's not what you think here. We got the owners of Mr. B's, and Johnny Prep is his name, and he's joining us to whip up something very delicious that, again, has liquor, and it's called a Hummer.
Well, we've got actually two things. We've got some liquor going into our truffles, and we've got some liquor going into our Hummers. So, you know, this is kind of my go-to holiday dessert. Can you tell why?
Yeah, I love it. So how do we start?
Well, very simple.
How does
you
the
know,
liquor come in?
There's different ways of, you know, working with chocolate. You got to be cool with chocolate because you can really, you know, seize up chocolate. So you got to be gentle and kind to chocolate. So, you know, you can put it in a double boiler. You can try it in a microwave. What I do is I like to heat the cream up and then just slowly temper it. But what I do is I put a little touch of Myers rum into the cream. I really don't want the things to taste like a lot of rum, but I like to just introduce the element of flavor into it.
Does that help it melt in any way? I mean, you know, alcohol has some properties that can change other properties.
Not so much helping it melt. That pretty much comes from the heat.
Okay.
And when you're doing with chocolate, you want to just add the heat kind of slowly at a time.
All right.
And you can even just let it soak in there because if you really rush chocolate, it'll seize up on you. It gets kind of ugly. But that's it. You know, this is really kind of a chocolate ganache. This is how you make a chocolate sauce. And, you know, you just melt this stuff up. Now, once you get it melted, see, it just starts to melt in there. It almost starts to look like chocolate milk. And then you keep stirring and you keep stirring and you keep stirring, and it turns into a nice chocolate sauce.
Does that become...
Yeah, what happens is after this all melts down, you just pour it into a tray like this. It gets a beautiful color like that.
All right.
And you stick it in the fridge for a couple hours. Okay? And then once you get it to that point, you just take a scooper, you know, like that. And I always suggest to use rubber gloves when you do this. And then now you can do all kinds of things. You can put cocoa powder, powdered sugar, but I like to take chopped up peanuts because I think chocolate and peanuts really, really go nicely together.
It's a marriage made in heaven.
Absolutely. You know, the peanuts got a little salt on them too, so, you know, kind of marries all that stuff going on together. You know, and it's really that simple. And you got these beautiful chocolate truffles.
Now, before you go much further, tell me about Mr. B's. What kind of food do you guys have?
Well, we're cooked from scratch. You know, I mean, since I bought it 2 years ago as a chef, I just was very committed to cooking from scratch. You know, we call it a gastropub now. I mean, we make all our own desserts. We make all our own. We make pastrami, Italian sausage. We make our own bacon. We grind our own burgers, pie crusts, pizza doughs. I mean, if you want a great cook from scratch food, Mr. B's is the place to be.
Because when you think pub, you don't necessarily think that you're going to have fine food. So gastropub is the way.
Well, that's how you try to differentiate it. Because, you know, we don't buy frozen fries. We don't buy frozen burger patties. We grind our meats and everything, and it's just very, very fresh. You know, and there's no preservatives, and that's what we really pride ourselves on.
Yeah, I like what you're saying. Where are you guys located?
We're right on Main Street on Royal Oak between 2nd and 3rd Street.
Okay, okay.
So with this, we're going to do a real quick Hummer. I love Hummers. They're very refreshing, very cool. This is all great stuff for summer.
I'll say, I'm just going to go ahead and get it out of the way.
I mean, we put some key lime pie on the menu for the summer. This is all summer stuff. We call these our summer sensations. Now we actually make our Hummers with a little bit of Kahlua and a little bit of vodka. So it's almost like a frozen White Russian. Traditionally, you might use rum, but I already put rum in my little
Man, you are all that. So what is this over here? What are these baked confections there?
Oh, we've got fresh beignets to order at Mr. B's with the caramel bourbon sauce.
Yeah.
We've got key lime pie over there that we've got on for our summer menu.
I think Alicia wants me to try one of those.
I think you should try one of these.
Yeah, Alicia, I mean, I looked at her as she looked at the monitor.
And she's like, one of those. I think you should all try one of those, you know? You know? I do.
All right, so you guys have any specials coming up here? Or?
This is part of our summer sensation menu. This dessert, a Hummer with a chocolate truffle and a pirouette cookie. Paella, we've got caprese salad.
Don't go anywhere, we'll be back.
All kinds of things going on.
We'll be back.